welcome to Crumpets and Kerosene, a actual play 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons podcast. I am your host and Dungeon Master Kelly. I play most of the NPCs, and let's take a roll around the table. Who do we got today?
Hi, I'm Lee. I play Alora, who's the bard, and something about Alora is that she really likes to take shorter vacations, and she likes to go to cool places.
I'm Donnie J, and I play Eli Dresden. Fun fact about Eli, his favorite dinosaur is the Dilophosaurus.
Interesting.
I don't know what that one
Yeah,
is.
because fuck Newman.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Nice. Hey guys, I'm Seth. I play Merle Albright. Fun fact about Merle today is that he really hates it when people wear pajama pants in public. It's just lazy.
You're
Can't
a
stand
dick.
it. Can't stand it.
Hi, I'm Alison. I play Sophia. And fun fact about Sophia, she's actually a natural blonde.
I'm Brent. I play Jason. And a fun fact about Jason is the carpets would match the drapes, except for he mows the lawn.
Oh my god.
Thanks for giving us all that information, Brent. You'll be in charge of all of the Manscaped commercials. Hey, Seth, what happened last time?
Hey gang, Seth here. Last episode the team was joined by Jimmy St. James from D&D 420. He lent a hand as Calac, manning his candy shack in the Pleasuredale Hotel lobby. The players stocked up on honey drops, jelly beans, licorice wheelies, and smashies before heading back to their room for what they thought was a good nap. But in the Pleasuredale, nothing is as it seems. Their dreams were haunting, to say the least. They cut down trees, murdered bears, fought dragons, and played with jewelry. When they woke up, they plunged into their first dungeon. Keep listening to see how it went.
Welcome, adventurer. Get ready. Pack a bag, grab a snack, set back, and hang on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, let's fuck these guys up.
All right, everybody roll initiative.
I gotta figure out which dice I'm using. Okay, there we go. So, 14 on the die plus 5, so 19 for initiative.
2 on the die plus 4. That's 6.
Oh.
Yep.
If you use
Nine.
it beyond, it's near the top.
16 for me.
So we got
19.
So we got
Yeah.
2 19s. You guys will go at the same time. So Alora and Merle go at the same time. Eli,
16.
Sophia, Jason.
A 9.
So, Alora, as we go to attack at the same time, do you want to do a quick rock, paper, scissors in game? And then
Is it not whoever?
It's usually whoever has a higher dex.
I'm
Yeah.
just using.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you want to do it that way, that's fine with me.
I
So-
probably have the higher dex. I have a 20.
In this
Yeah.
game, in this
I have
game,
16.
in this game, you can either A, if you guys share the same initiative bonus, you can A, tag team at the same time and attack together, giving each other advantage, or you can go with the highest dex and then go that way. So,
Do we want to flank something like opposing sides of one of these things? If we can, actually, we can't. They're against the wall right now, right?
I was gonna say, I don't want to do anything too crazy yet. I want to see, how strong they are. So,
Merle's like, fucking, let's go.
yeah, I was gonna say, so you go left, I'll go right,
Sounds good to
but
me.
stay behind this line.
yeah, you guys you're
Yeah,
able.
so
It's out of your guys' movement range. Well, except for Merle, you can make an attack this round, but you'd have to get close to him. And everybody else, again, the size of the room.
sort of 40 feet away.
Yeah. So you
Right.
guys. So
Okay.
Merle, you can have your first attack, or you can move and attack.
Right. So,
Well, we're just trying to position ourselves right now because some of us have things that can attack across the room.
Yeah. I'm just
So-
saying that you have the option of it. You can do that.
Yeah, so I'll go more to the right side.
okay, I'll go to the left.
You go more to the left, and I'm going to move forward. I just don't want to waste anything if these boys are easy,
Well, why don't you just let me make an attack and see how badly it messes it up? And
Yeah, I was gonna say I can't reach anything with my normal stuff, so I'm going to move forward 20 feet
Okay.
in tandem with Merle. And how far are you moving?
Merle's gonna move right up and attack the guy.
Oh, okay, so I'm gonna move just 20 feet. I'm not gonna get all the way over there.
You could hold your
Yes.
action for the next, like, you could hold
Let's
your
see what
action for a
happens.
reaction. You know what I mean? You could always prepare something.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so that's what you're doing. Merle, go ahead and make a strike.
Let's take this new rapier +3 out for a test run. Ooh, so 10 on the die plus 10, so it's 20.
Okay, hey, strike.
All right. 1d8 plus 8. Goddamn small counters. 1d8 plus 8. And that is an 8 on the die.
16.
Smash.
Okay,
Hulk smash.
you strike it.
Well, it's more of like a, because he's a finesse fighter, so it's probably
yeah.
more of like a,
Uh-huh.
You jab it.
find a chink in the armor.
No, you jab and it pierces through the armor. It doesn't do anything, but it pierces through.
It's
Eli,
like a magical attack.
I didn't say you didn't do any damage. I just saying
Oh.
you're not screaming or anything.
It didn't like shatter
God.
into a million pieces.
Eli is going to kind of grasp at his club in his hand. So I imagine when he kind of came down this area, put the torch back and saw what was going on, he took out his club that he's got, kind of like this little black kind of kid's baseball bat type of almost shape thing. And I'm going to go ahead and as a bonus action cast Shillelagh on it.
I cast Shillelagh.
Yeah, exactly. Right up there with prestidigitation to pronounce. This new power kind of found from this dream. My rod at my side, my club in my hand. I'll just kind of imbue my staff with this, or my club with this power, and I will kind of go up and flank along with Merle and take a whack at this foe that he's engaged in.
Yeah, you're going to be 10 feet short. What's the striking range?
5 feet. It's normal. It's a regular. You have to be 5 feet.
Unless your movement is more than 30.
No, my movement's only 30.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're 40 feet away.
Oh, 40 feet away. All right, then I will move up, and I will use my Thorn Whip then instead.
Oh. Go ahead.
He's already used that before.
I have, yeah. So I'll move up to be... how did Merle hit him then from that far away?
He told me I could get up there and hit. I wasn't going to correct him.
Well, no,
Fair enough.
you walked halfway into the room, so you were halfway into the room. You only had to move.
That's true.
I was already ahead. Okay, that
Oh, gosh.
He's looking at the armor.
So,
Yeah.
So you're gonna put away your one weapon and take this whip out, or?
Oh, I didn't understand.
makes sense. Well, isn't the Thorn Whip a spell?
Thorn Whip is a spell, yeah.
Yeah, so he
He
basically
doesn't have to
used
put
his
anything
rod.
away.
Yeah, exactly.
So describe how you pulled the magic and use this whip.
So Thorn Whip is kind of just comes out this long kind of vine that sprouts sort of, I think we said Spider-Man like from my hand last time.
Oh yeah.
Almost. And kind of shoots out and kind of wraps around, and I make an attack to see if it even hits. It's 7 or plus 5?
You
No,
hit
that's 7 still. Yeah, 16 plus 7. 23 to hit doesn't do it?
I thought you said 16.
Plus 7.
Yeah, you hit.
All right, so that's a d6, but then he gets pulled 10 feet closer to me. So 5 damage, and then he gets pulled 10 feet closer.
Okay. Yep. He.
Nice. So you've pulled him closer to you, so now I'm basically on the back side of him.
Yep.
Right.
So you got one facing you, Merle, and one on the back.
He was attacking the same one that I was attacking.
Yeah, it's past you, so there's one behind you and one in front of you.
Gotcha. Okay.
Jason.
Well, now that it's close enough, I'm going to run up and hit the thing with my sword.
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 Hopefully. Let's see. Oh yeah, definitely. Plus 5 is 21.
Yep.
All right. 2d6. 10 damage.
God, you made it sound like it was so much more.
Nope.
Yep. Okay. You strike it hard. It staggers a little bit.
And that's all I'm going to do.
Yep. Sophia.
Yeah, just to clarify, when I haven't got my gem yet, can I use any of my spells, or am I stuck with my knife?
You're stuck with your knife.
I'm stuck with my knife. Yeah, and they're still 40 feet away, so I can't get closer. I'm gonna try and throw my knife at one of them.
30. He's 30 away because I pulled him 10 feet closer.
Yeah, thanks, wonderful. Okay, then I'm gonna run in and I'm gonna stab with my knife.
Take that
Yes.
mid-leap, grab onto the shoulders, and just start jabbing in the neck. No.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so go ahead and roll to strike.
That was a 15 to hit.
No. You go to strike, and it clinks off the side of the armor. And now it goes to strike, and since there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Merle's not there, so 1d4.
I'm also not there.
Yep. So it's gonna strike at you, Jason.
Oh no!
It's our meat shield. It's okay.
Shield. God damn it. Nope. He swings at you, and it whooshes past you. Does not
I fought in your general direction.
And the other one goes to strike at you, Merle.
At me. DC 18.
No, misses you. You feel the whoosh of this giant hammer pass your face, but you feel there's a lot of strength behind that one. If it connected, it would have crushed some stuff. And we're back at the top. Earl and Alora.
Okay. I don't have my other weapons drawn, so I'm going to move a little bit closer, and I'm going to say back off and cast Bane.
Nice.
How do you pull the magic, and what's it do?
That's how I pulled the magic, and I said a demanding word. That's what bards do. They use their words in their music. So I kind of hold my hand out and say, back off! And after the 3 creatures of my choice, so the 2 guys, they need to make me charisma saving throws. How charismatic are these suits of armor?
Ooh. What do they need to roll over?
13.
Okay, yeah. Natural 20 and an 18, so 21 and...
Of course. Very charismatic suits of armor, I suppose.
Very shiny.
I was just going to say shiny.
Your words reverberate off their armor. It looks like it didn't even do anything, but you can see the wave of the energy of your command, or your words just kind of
13 still.
Ripple past them. Merle.
This guy. So I'm flanking with who? With Eli, right? Merle's flanking with Eli.
Yep.
On that one suit of armor. So I'm going to attack with advantage then on that particular suit of armor. And one of them's a nat 20.
Oh!
Put that guy up.
So 2d8 plus 16, right?
Yep.
6 plus 16, so 22 points of magical damage, sucker.
What does it look like when you hit that suit of armor?
So he's facing away from me. I believe he was attacking Eli. Or no, he's attacking Brent, but he's facing away from me. So I take a little a check step backwards, a little half step, do a quick flourish with my sword, and plunge it in the neck cap of the suit of armor.
Okay.
Right up to the hilt.
Okay, and then just crumbles to the ground, and the armor immediately starts to dissipate and turn to dust as it piles onto the ground. The other one steps forward.
Well, that takes care of my action. It's somebody else's turn.
Okay, that would be Eli.
That would be. So this second suit of armor that remains standing, is it? How far away is it from me? Is it still about
20?
Because it's 40.
20.
Right. 20 now. Okay. So I am going to this round because I can see that this armor is closer to me, and seeing how Merle just took down that one inspires me. So I'm going to bonus action cast Shillelagh on my club and rush forward to take a thwack at it.
Okay. Roll the strike.
It's dirty 20 to hit.
Yep, you hit.
All right, so that's going to be a D8 plus 5. Oh, 6 damage.
Okay. Jason.
All right, I'm gonna run up and slash at the other one.
Okay.
And a miss. That's a.
So what?
8.
Oh no, yeah. As your blade swishes past it, you see its head kind of tilt to the side, and it sidesteps like, just one step. It's not anything changing their movement or anything like that. So you miss. Sophia.
Happy stabby. That is a 12 to hit, so probably not.
No, you got to like clip its leg, where you can. It's like lunge at it, and it kind of your blade just tinks off the side of the armor. But it's going to attack. No, it's going to attack Jason because he's done the mistake.
Keep attacking Jason.
Yeah, that's his job.
Nope. This hammer misses you completely and crushes into the wall as he's trying
to just sidestep slightly and do the exact same thing he did.
He basically, he swung so slow. You're like, oh, he's gonna swing, and you like step back, and it hits like this little pillar, and it dents it. He hits really hard from what you can tell. Back to the top.
Is that a two-handed hammer?
Yes. Meryl and Alora.
Man. Okay, I'm going to spend my action reaching into my bag to grab
action and do a movement.
I'm gonna stay where I am. I don't want to get up into stuff before I can actually do anything about it. So.
Okay, you're good to go. Merle.
All right, Merle's gonna move whatever he has to move to flank this one again, as he had flanked the other one.
Yeah, it's only like 10 feet. You're good to go.
Yep. So he's gonna flank up and give a nice little double 20 here for the advantage. 16 on the die plus 10, so 26 all day. Yeah. And that's going to be a 11 points of damage.
Okay, and Jason, get back at you.
No. 16.
All together?
Yep.
You miss.
All right.
You guys miss each other. Back to Sophia.
Okay, let's see if I can actually hit this time. No, I rolled a 6 again, so that's a 12.
Oh, you gotta trade for different dice.
You miss.
Yeah, switching to the other ones. I thought the goth dice would be helpful.
He's going to swing at Sophia.
Oh.
Oof, it's gonna hurt.
Oh, God. So this hammer connects with your frail little body, and it lifts you up and hits you into the wall as the brick behind you spiders against the wall, and all the air is knocked out of you as you crumple over the side of his hammer as he pulls it out, and you fall to the ground. But you get back up. It's the same action.
It's fine.
That's a flesh wound.
How much was that for?
That's for 12.
Ooh.
Ow.
It's a rough hit for caster.
Yeah.
I'm
Probably like
appreciating
half
that
her
10
HP.
hit points.
Yeah, I looked down at the bottom. I was like, "Oh shit!" I actually
Careful.
I didn't realize I get the +4 for damage. I was like, or the strike, and I was like, "Oh, I've been doing this all wrong." Merle
combat's gonna be rough for you.
Merle and Alora.
As I see her get royally smashed against the wall.
Oh yeah, she took it hard. It looked painful.
My bracelet's gonna do another little activation, and glowing light's gonna appear around me, and I feel much more protected than I did before. It's casting mage armor.
You're almost thinking you were going to help her. You're like, oh, fuck. I wouldn't help her.
I'm not within range, and I'm just like, holy shit.
So yeah,
Hope that doesn't happen to me.
as soon as she like starts,
That brings my
syncing up-
armor class up to 19, just so you know.
Yeah. So, as you see Sophia hit the wall, Alora immediately touches her bracelet, and an energy starts slowly pouring out of the bracelet and slowly covers her body and forms into a light, shimmering armor. She kind of glows. Yeah, Merle, what do you want?
That's all I can do.
Merle's gonna continue slicing and stabbing at this sucker, hoping that he can get another one of those crits. And he's still flanking, so advantage. Damn it. So that's a 9 on the die plus 10 to hit.
19.
19.
Yep.
No plus.
Hits. Yeah, man, this rapier plus 3 is no joke. And then I need a D8. What did I just do with all my D8s?
Threw them in the garbage. I don't know why you did that.
Why is life so hard?
It's okay, too.
3 plus 8, so another 12 points of damage.
Alright, you take a side step. Jason.
Alright, seeing
Did I
him.
get
Oh, yeah. I forgot about the little guy. Eli.
So flanking, I'm going to attack still. I've got my shillelagh up, so I'm going to try and hit him. And 16 plus 7, I assume, hits.
I'm gonna have to make some adjustments.
I only have a plus 5, so don't make too much of it.
I
I was
only
gonna
have
say,
that
some
on
of
my...
us are running into some very charismatic pieces of armor, so don't make too many.
Yeah,
adjustments.
I'm a touch overpowered with the sword.
That's 9 damage. I'm only overpowered with that wooden weapon because it's the druid, right? I get to use my wisdom instead of my strength or dex. It's the only reason.
Nice.
Yeah, it is. It's so nice.
Yeah.
And changes it from a D6 to a D8, so it's pretty dirty.
We're level 4, you know.
Jason.
D8's not. pretty
Seeing that it
Yeah, I know.
slammed Sophia hard against the wall, I'm gonna do a reckless attack against it,
Oh, cool.
Nice.
which will give me advantage against it. But if it doesn't die, it will have advantage against me, and I'll be like, "Your fights with me, you piece of armor."
That moment right before you go to strike, you pull out this little letter that you got from your dad telling you how much of a failure you are. And you look at it and you shove it back in your pocket as you go to swing.
And altogether, it's only 17.
Nope.
Oof.
You
So you're
miss.
thinking like 18, 19? Have we zeroed in yet?
18. I think it's 18.
Metagaming is just silently happening.
It is a full plate.
Well, I see him not hit it, and I'm like, ooh, I'm never gonna hit that fucker.
It's wearing full plate, so its armor classes.
It should be 18, yeah.
Okay, Sophia, you get up. I mean, you're good to do whatever.
I'm gonna run in with a dagger again, and I'm gonna try the sparkly dice this time. Nope, 14.
Nope, you go to jab, and it slides off the side of his chest plate.
I'm not a melee fighter, you guys.
I'll just be like, it's okay. Is there anything else you've got that you can, maybe you can trip him or something?
He's gonna attack Sophia.
Tabletop
again.
him.
Oh, no.
Ooh, 18.
Ooh, this is going to hurt, Sophia.
So Sophia, as you go to jab, he sidesteps to the side of your jab, and he picks you up again with the hammer as he moves you 5 feet to the other side, but you don't hit the wall. You take another 8 points of damage.
Bullying me, I'm not even hitting you.
You're trying, though.
Trying, but
I think he's honed
Still
in
mad
on you
about
as
that, I
the
guess.
easiest one to kill.
Oh, he knows better. He's got the stats down. Kill the healer.
back to the
You're not even a healer.
You
No.
hear
hit
You
the
hear-
squishy.
She's kind of like watching Sophia get all beat up, and she forgets about her sword, and she's like, "Hey, don't die yet!" And she's gonna cast Healing Word. So let's see, that's a D4. So much, but it'll be some. Plus
D4 plus your spellcasting.
plus 3. Yeah. Oh, I rolled a 4, so you get 7 points.
Nice.
Points. That's good, because she was down to 14.
7 points back. That's it.
It wasn't because I had 10 temporary hit points
the
initially.
temps. I forgot about the temps.
Yeah.
Where'd you get 10 points?
From my sheet.
From my sheet.
Yes.
It's written down somewhere.
It's hiding in the sheet. 10 temporary hit points.
Alora, you have temporary hit points.
I was reading the description. I can't remember. Those were supposed to come if I got that armor, as far as I can tell, and I didn't get the armor.
Oh yeah, because they
Yeah, they weren't on the bracelet. They were on the armor.
Yeah.
We have to wait until we can
Yeah.
Okay, so
Sad face.
Merle.
Yes, Merle. Or so you go to swing. Since you're still attacking his backside, he doesn't feel it or recognize or even notice you. But yeah, you miss. Eli, what are you doing? How are you doing it?
I am still got my powered up club in my hand, and I'm gonna just, it's only a one-handed weapon, and I would get no bonus for two-handing it, but I'm gonna grip it with two hands and just try and smack him with it as hard as I can.
Yeah, you're still flanking.
Still flanking as well, yeah. So seeing, being face on with him and with Sophia there as well. Dirty 20.
Yep.
So that'll be a D8 for 9 damage.
What's it look like when you kill this mofo?
I am gonna just almost like batter up and lift my one leg and step into it and do a squat almost and just smack it as hard as I can right in the chest piece and just be like, heal this, bitches, and just fucking smack them.
As soon as you hit the chest, it blows apart. The armor flies all around it, misses everybody, doesn't do anything. It hits the wall, it bounces on the ground, and then it slowly disintegrates into the turns to dust. Against that
First
wall,
kill.
light up, showing the next stairwell leading to down another staircase.
Did the weapon disintegrate?
Yes.
Damn it.
No bag of gold left behind.
Is there,
Next year is gonna be much
I'd like to do a
down here.
perception check to see if there's any loot.
All right.
I'm gonna give him the help action.
You're gonna do what?
I'll give him the help action to help him out, give him advantage on the check.
You're gonna go check out the skeletons and stuff.
There's some a foot away from you.
We're looking for loot.
All right. So go ahead and roll your roll.
+5, so 21 for perception.
So as you're searching the skeletons along the wall, as you start digging on like the ratty clothes that they have, the torches against the wall, both of them, 4 sparks blow out of the torch, and they like embers float over to the 4 skeletons on one wall and the 4 skeletons on the other wall.
All right.
Moscom.
Yeah. And as you walking, you realize that there was a line on the ground as you crossed it and started messing with the skeletons.
All right. So are we rolling initiative or?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Shit.
There's 8 skeletons in the room, so should be interesting.
Spooky, scary.
4 on each wall.
Yeah.
So what activated them? Did I miss that?
Yeah, so when he went to go investigate the skeletons, because he was searching the bodies, he passed over. I described there's a line on the ground that he
Oh, it was like
crossed.
right in front of, like on the sides.
It was on the sides near them. You didn't see it, and so as soon as he crossed it, that's what activated the torch.
Yeah, my perception wasn't that great.
So you realize that the torches now in the second room, the torches do affect or have an effect in every room you guys have been in so far. So give you that free bunny.
Ooh, I
Good to
wonder
know.
if we extinguish the torches. They won't have any power.
Well, these 2 torches went out because their sparks are inside of each of the skeletons. Donnie?
So there's only... Wait, how many is there?
8. 8 skeletons.
So we can't see anything now, right? Like the torches went out?
You're the only one that can see anything, so everybody else is in
Well,
disadvantage.
I can see, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely see the skeletons. You see all of them, but everybody else is at disadvantage right now.
Well, that's rough considering I can't do shit, apparently.
There's
just going to be trying to heal everyone.
There's a 10-foot radius around where he threw the first torch on the ground.
Okay.
But
so maybe try and draw them there.
You saw the skeletons light up, but everybody watched the flames hit something against the wall, and there's a light glow outlines for everybody else to see. So you guys can see the skeletons, but it's not like they're not.
It's like an ember, like it's barely there.
Yeah, it's like a life force.
Okay, cool.
We all have.
All right. Well,
so
I'm going after the closest skeleton.
You're at disadvantage because you don't see them. Because once
I thought they were like
The
aligned.
lights went out to make the things come alive.
The 2 torches went out, which darkened the room except for the 10 feet around the torch that's laying on the ground near the door. That's
The center of the
away.
room.
The torch only goes out to 10 feet. Yes, it's still lit, and it's only emanating or illuminating the 10 feet around it, where the majority is standing. You do see slight outlines out in the distance where you saw the embers hit something against the walls and dissipate, but now you do see slight outlines. You're at disadvantage for striking, except for Laura. So, Merle, what would you like to do?
Well, I guess I will try and attack with this. Well, no. All right. So I'm going to take out my own torch because I have some, and I'm going to go up to the torch that's lit, and I'm going to light my torch off of that. I know that's going to be my action, but then at least I can see what I'm fighting.
Okay, so you're walking over to do
in
that.
my offhand, I have a torch.
Okay, so yes, and Alora.
I
see...
think.
Nope,
sorry.
it's Alora. You see
Beauty.
4 skeletons on each side of the walls, and they're standing, and their chains aren't attached, and they start slowly walking towards the center of the room.
Are any of them close to me?
No, they're still they're within your view. They're 30 feet. Remember, the room's 40 by 40, and so they stepped into your vision range.
Well, okay.
Oh, yeah, you can still strike them. You're within 30. It'd take you full movement to get to them.
Okay. Then, yeah, I'm gonna go up to the closest one to me.
Okay.
Well, I mean, how are we spaced out in this room? So we've got...
You guys are all in the center.
Seth just went to the middle, and then everyone else is on, like, the top side of the room by the door, right?
Yeah, about 20 feet from the door. The torch was at the center of the room.
Okay, so I'm gonna move to the one that's kind of, like, closest to the rest of the group on the right. So I'm trying to, like, knock them off away from them.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack with my sword. The first time I've ever done this. Let's make a big slash. Hey! That's a 22.
Yes.
Yeehaw.
Oh, yeah.
Slip, critical 1. Blade goes
I
right.
know, I was just like, thank
shit.
God. It wasn't too
First time.
embarrassing. I pull out the sword.
All
Looks like a replica, and it is. It does.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah.
It does 8 damage. Which
Yeah,
makes
what's
like a
it
big
look
wide
like when you-
slash.
Yeah, what's it look like when it connects?
So she kind of pulls out the sword, and she doesn't really know exactly. You can tell she's a little untrained, and she makes this big wide slash at the skeleton and hits it across the ribs.
Okay, and it shatters.
Makes a xylophone noise.
Yeah, and it crumples over and it dissipates into the air. Eli.
Oh, and as a free
yeah.
action, I'm saying, like, guys, they're all along the walls. There's 8 of them. Well, now 7.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
Hey,
Right.
good level. Okay, Eli.
Okay, so I saw Merle go and light up a torch, and he's on the right or the left side of the room. Which?
It's like in the middle.
He's in the middle.
Like right in the middle, yeah.
All right,
Torch
so
that you threw originally in the middle of the room. He walked
in the middle
up
of the
to
room. All right, so I'm going to pick a side of the room. Let's say the side that Alora's on is the left side.
Yeah, she took off into the darkness, and
Into the darkness.
You heard
Okay.
bloop, 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 and it's something connect. Like
Okay, so I'm going to cast. The reason I'm asking is because I want to cast Fairy Fire, and it is a 20-foot cube, so I should be able to get maybe 2 or 3 skeletons.
You'll be able to get
on a side of the room. On one, I just have to pick which side of the room I would.
So if you're, what side are you doing the cube, or are you doing the cube right where you're standing? So whatever side of the room, you could get that side. Or,
yeah, well, it's got a range of 60 feet, but I just want to get one side of the room. So I'm just trying to figure out who's where. So I guess I'll go with the side that Alora's on, and I will cast Fairy Fire on that side of the room.
Well, what's that look like?
So I grab onto the newly carved black cherry wood rod that I carved, and I grab onto the rod and I extend my other hand outward, and I just yeah, I do. That's right, I do. And from actually, I don't think it's verbal technically. So, but anyway, I just go, show me them bones, and they've got to make some saves. They've got to make a let's see. They got to make dex saves, I believe. Or wait, no, they're just yeah. They've got to make a dex save, and they've got to pass a 15. However many you think would fit in a 20 cube. Foot in my mouth now.
So as you spout your words and you point your stick in the direction, rod through the tip of the rod. It seems like sparkles shoot out the rod and they spiral around the room in the 20-foot by cube around Alora, and you see 2 other ones off the side, and there's a pile. Well, she looked like she struck something, and these embers, these little sparkles seem to float around your little coned area to illuminate that spot.
So those skeletons within there would be illuminated in a nice violet light, so everyone can see them. Yeah. And then they themselves also shed dim light from their body, so you guys will have advantage attacking them.
Yeah. So now everybody else sees 2 skeletons or 3 skeletons converging on Alora.
Ooh. Oh shit.
Jason.
Well, I'm gonna run to the back of one of those skeletons and slash the shit out of it.
Alrighty. So you're gonna tackle the whole row.
Right.
That's a 21.
What's it look like when you obliterate the skeleton?
It's like a baseball swing as I'm running, and just like side slash the skeleton, and it just flies apart.
All right. Yeah, it blows apart in the middle, and its head like just shatters against the wall, and it dissipates. Sophia.
Okay, so it's with advantage because they're glittery. So I'm going to take the knife and I'm just going to wildly slash towards the nearest glittering thing. I can't see what they are, but I'm going to stab them.
And you get advantage.
I've got advantage. Do you know what? I literally just rolled 2 ones.
Oh,
no.
You lose Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, I'm never allowed to play again now. Goodbye, everyone.
No.
Roll me a 1d4.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
It's in your foot.
Would you believe that's also a 1?
Oh, thank God. So as you're running, you take off screaming towards the skeleton as you tripped over something and you stumbled and you hit the wall, and the knife kind of stuck into your arm a little bit, and you took 1 point of damage.
Oh, just 1. Okay.
Just 1.
Well.
It was very comical, but yeah.
But
not deadly.
But not deadly, yeah, no, it could have been worse. So the skeleton that you tried to strike is going to strike you.
Go away, skeleton.
We want to socialize.
Yeah, hit you for 8.
How you go about?
So you lost that 8 and okay. All right, yeah, it hit you pretty hard. It slashed you, but it didn't you're not bleeding profusely or anything like that. The other skeleton next to Alora, because it's getting close to you. Natural 20. Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
All right. What's that though? Total, huh? Still better than 19.
Oh, natural 20. And it does 16 points of damage. 12 points of damage because it's doubled because it did a critical strike. 12. Yep. And then the other ones on the walls are moving in the range of everybody else. So next round they'll be able to attack. Back to the top, Merle and Alora.
All right, so Merle's got his torch. Can he see any of ones that aren't lit by fairy fire?
Yes. As you look up, because you saw them attacking those ones, as you turn around, you see 4 skeletons slowly making their way towards you guys.
Cool. So I'm going to attack the closest one that they're not attacking, like on the opposite side of the room.
They're literally in a row, same distance, walking in a wall towards you.
All right, so that's going to be 13 on the die plus 10, so 23.
Yep.
Can I possibly not kill it with a plus 8?
No, what's it look like when you kill it?
So yeah, so with the finesse of the rapier, Merle literally just reaches in with the tip of the blade and nicks the spinal column so that the skeleton folds in half and falls to the ground, and then he stomps the head with his boot for a free action coup de grace.
Good God. You poke out the lower vertebrae so it just folds in half. That's fucking awesome. I like it. Okay.
I'm trying to think of cool ways to kill a skeleton with finesse, because anybody can smash them to the side, but this is a dex weapon. So
which one of these vertebrae can I knock out? What's the funniest way to take it down? Yeah, so it falls to the ground, and you crush its lifeless head. Alora.
So she is going to. There's still a couple more near her, right? So she's going to
just
attack.
that one. Yeah, just the one.
Great. She's gonna take a jab at that one.
Which you get advantage on.
I doubt I'll beat that roll, but I'll roll a second one. Yep. All right, so that's a 22 to hit. Which hits, I assume. Unless this is a very sturdy skeleton.
Nope.
Nope.
So that does 10 damage.
What's it look like when you kill the skeleton?
So she's going to kind of just lunge forward and stick the sword up under its jaw and just kind of pop the head off the top of it.
Oh my God. Yeah, as soon as you pop its head off, it crumbles to the ground and the skull slides down your blade and then hits your hand as it turns to dust and falls down. Eli.
Ew.
All right. How many skeletons we got left? How many glitter skellies we got left?
3.
3 glitter skellies.
No, there's only one glittering and.
Oh, one glittering.
Yeah.
3 on the other side. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna run up and finish off one of the glittering skeletons, because I've got advantage against that guy.
I hope so.
16 plus 23 to hit the skeleton. Yeah.
Okie dokie.
7. That's gonna be 13 damage. So.
What's it look like when you kill this?
Eli's gonna run forward, and I guess bonus action because it's been a little bit of time. Re-shillelagh his club and lift it up, and he's gonna just kind of jump a little bit as he does because the skeleton I imagine is probably taller than he is, so he's gonna jump a little bit and just kind of bring it down right on the crown of the skeleton's head and just kind of crush it from the top down.
Yep, it stumbles down. It just kind of collapses, turns into dust. Jason!
I can see the other ones that are near Merle, right? Because he has a torch.
Yeah.
Right, I'm gonna just charge over there and slash at the furthest one from him.
Okay.
And I might as well go reckless about it, because, they're just skeletons.
They ain't gonna hit you. Kelly?
Yeah. Well, what'd you roll?
15.
15.
Oh, I didn't hear the 15. That was weird. I was like, okay, I'm waiting to see what's he adding up. Jesus. Yeah, what's it look like when, what's it look like when you kill it?
I just, seeing the finesse that everyone else is using, I just run over there and slam the back of the sword, the pommel of the sword into the top of the skull and just shatter it into pieces. I'm like, I'm finesse too.
Look at you.
Yep, it shatters into as soon as you hit it, the whole thing just blows against the wall and turns to like a dust. Sophia, you're good to attack. You don't have to take an action, pull the blade or anything like that. You're just like, oh, I stabbed myself.
Yeah, I pull it out of my arm and go towards the nearest glittery one again. And
Again,
that's
closer.
better.
The glittery ones are all dead, aren't they?
Yeah.
Are they? Okay. Well, the lower one I rolled was still 15, so that's 21 to hit.
Okay, so you leap across the room and strike one. Well, your dagger does.
Very much damage. It's 6. I'm going to stab at it right in the middle of the bone at the top of the ribcage.
All right.
Sternum.
Thank you.
What's it look like when you grapple and jab into its sternum?
With my free hand, I grab onto one of the rib bones and just jam that knife straight into the sternum and attempt to crack it open.
God, yeah. What's it look like when you kill it?
I rip the rib cage in two and just throw the pieces to the ground on either side of me.
Is this finesse? Yeah, it blows apart and you land on your feet. That should be all of them.
Did you see everyone I hit it?
Is that all of them?
It's a golf clap.
Yep.
Yeah, get it, girl.
Nice.
Jason is impressed.
Fair enough.
So there's a bunch of bone dust lying around, right?
Yep.
So that might be something that an artificer could use. Bone dust.
Ooh, yeah.
True.
I want some bone dust. It'll do well with my little brain pieces in my bag.
Oh,
Brain
yeah.
piece.
I was gonna say, do you have like some jars? Because it's dust.
I don't have any jars.
At about 10 levels, she's going to pull a flesh golem out of her bag.
Probably gets you some containers, some like
Right?
those little like Ziploc baggies.
Do we have any bags left over from the candy?
I have
Any
20
candy
Those are
condoms.
bags of holding. Hey,
Okay,
that'll
well, I will
hold some
take-
dust. Yeah.
I'll take one of those and
Just
I will
tie
fill
it.
it up with bone dust.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's a kind of baggie.
If it makes you feel any better, Kelly gave them to me.
They better be very dirty. So.
so long as they're not used, that's fine.
If you have to go through customs, you can hide them.
They hold 10 liters of water. I mean, they hold a liter of water apiece. Anyway.
Yeah, so that's a lot of
I
them.
don't feel like
that's
you know
a
that
lot
from
of-
experience.
How
You
much?
don't want to like burst them though. So.
The fact you're
Just a
putting
little bit of
bone
dust.
dust in there is
So
even more.
you're going to
poignant.
Maj
Bone
How many-
dust.
Ah.
How many are you
What
going to
happens if you haven't used it for a while?
Oh.
Just the one.
Steve
one?
Carell may know.
Okay. All right. Shove a bunch of pounds worth into a condom.
So much dust.
Yeah. You guys are scraping for a while, but you montage it. And, the torch in the middle of the room, you can still see the opening to the stairwell that leads downstairs.
I think for a moment about the words that I read on the wall, and then I tell them back to everyone before I slid down. I was like, hey guys, before I slid down the slippy slide, there were words I read that said, cut down, not across. I don't know if that means we're just supposed to ignore things and just go straight down maybe might be the plan, or if we go down each area, if we investigate it, we might have to have more of a fight on our hands.
Give
Pointing kind of
yourself
out at the line on the ground.
inspiration.
Oh!
Hey. All right. Yeah, that's a good idea. If, we killed the suits of armor. We should just keep going, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise,
I mean,
we have to run to these
bone dust might not be worth our effort in someone's life, because these guys are still, they could have still taken out Sophia if we weren't careful.
Yeah.
Let's
How are you doing, Sophia?
You know how to use a pistol?
I've not tried before, but it's basically point and click, right?
Sophia, you have 14
Sounds like a true
points
UK.
Point and click.
I thought in
squeeze.
the UK you had to put the powder in and then the ball, and then you had to
the bone
talk
dust?
and put the percussion cap on and then pull it all the way back.
Jesus. So, Sophia, you got 14 hit points left. Just
Yes. So I'm not doing great.
That's why I'm asking. Like,
Yeah.
like in game, what would that sound like? Or do you need healing?
Yeah.
How would she react?
I wouldn't mind a little bit of help.
Okay.
I know. I feel like I have some words that could help you if you got really dire, but I'd like to save those for if we really, really need it.
What about trying one of the honey drop?
Who has those?
Actually,
They were really expensive, though.
Hey, Laura, could you maybe give a quick look at this and tell me exactly what this does? Maybe we'll edit this in later because we didn't get the exact stats on that.
The honey drop? Well, I mean, I could, but like that takes. I was gonna say, I'm trying to think of an in-game way of saying that. Like that's some pretty. Like last time I did that, it was really draining. I don't know.
Okay, maybe we'll hold off on that. We'll save it if we need it, and hope for the best.
I might need that power for skeleton bashing.
True.
I'm just gonna give Sophia one of the honey drops that I got, and just tell her, hang on to this, and if you don't need it before we take a long rest, give it back.
Okay.
But if you do need it, just use it.
Are you gonna eat it?
I think I might have to, because 14 to 34 is not.
She's like, oh yeah, sure. No, I'll hold on to it.
I'll hold on to it in my mouth.
Yeah, you unwrap it and you pop it back. Roll a 1d20.
Oh, wish me luck.
I roll
10.
Okay. As you're munching down on it, a gold light emanates out of your mouth as you're looking at everybody chewing.
It's like the Avatar.
And it looks like smoke flowing out of your mouth, and then the smoke circles you, and it starts from your head and circles all the way down, and you recover 20 hit points. And
oh wow!
And so it's plus 10.
All right, well, I'm glad that we got another one.
The disease that you received earlier, you're clear of all.
Ooh,
she had disease.
So it's like a lesser restoration too.
I know.
What sort of disease does she have?
Did I have a disease?
I hand her an extra condom for later.
Oh my god!
Just in case. This is like a honey drop, but it's a preventative honey drop.
So we do that in game. Like, how would she know that she's cured of a disease? Like, does she just feel hardier? Does she feel less tired?
I didn't know I had it.
You feel pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't know.
I feel healthy.
Because it wasn't in long enough to actually start the effects. I couldn't actually do it. So, when the hammer hits you, it actually released a poison into your body. And
I just wanted to make sure none of us had that disease, and if she felt better, she could describe it.
Yeah.
Did she touch anybody?
Oh god!
Just the other skeleton.
The weapon gave you a disease when it struck him.
Okay.
So I got a disease when I took a hammering. Yeah. I guess Eli had the right idea.
If you had the preventative honey drop, you would have been fine.
Exactly. I've learned a lesson today.
I think we broke Kelly.
You have to be careful of those bones.
Let that be a lesson to all of our listeners.
Okay.
If you want to catch a disease while taking a hammering, take a.
We are all very safe. We are all very sex positive. but safe sex positive.
Yeah,
Of
no kink
course.
shame. But you said
Thank you for listening to our very special episode.
We all have a lot of fun here today, but really.
What is this, a Green Day concert?
So, as you guys going down the stairwell?
Before we do that, I'm going to go over to Sophia and hand her my P9 and
Your P9.
show her how to use the safety and everything.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, so you have a
you
pistol.
don't have to get close.
You have
How many bullets do you have?
It's got a full mag. It's 10, I believe.
10?
Yep.
I have a lot of 9mm too, if necessary.
So you have this weapon, but you're at disadvantage because you don't shoot them.
You're not trained.
No.
So
Okay.
it's fine. It still works.
But it does. I do have firearm proficiency.
Oh, you do? Okay,
Apparently.
you're good to go.
Yeah.
Nope, good to go.
Hey.
You're like that person that just.
All right, so real quick,
Not
before
sure.
any of us goes down the stairs, I want to do investigation on the stairs to see if I can see a trap.
Smart.
Very smart.
Because the last one got all screwy.
This is what we pay you for.
Wait, you guys.
So I stop everyone. I'm like, wait a minute, guys. Let me just look at these real quick.
And she turns around to stop all of you, and arrow pierces through the forehead of her. No.
Oh my
He's all
god.
about
Your
canoeing people's
your what
foreheads.
ifs are always so savage.
I know.
Like, that was the most savage thing.
Investigation. Okay.
Okay.
So that is a 14.
I feel like it has to do with being combat deployed.
Yeah. So, right. So, yeah, you check the stairs. They're good to go. I mean, they look similar to the ones that you went down, slide, but you can't see any traps that you can recognize.
Jason?
I'm gonna remove.
I do like the after you symbol.
I'm gonna remove the torch from the other side.
Oh god.
So the stairwell that you guys came down, it shinks back up into the floor.
Okay, it doesn't do anything with the other one. Then.
No.
All right, I'll put that back and start heading down the stairs.
Okay, so you put one on the staircase that you guys are going down?
That would make it no.
What?
No, because then we won't have any torches then.
I have a torch. There's a torch on the ground. I'm going to pick it up and hand it back to Eli because that was his torch.
Okay, so there are no torches attached to the stairwell right now, leading down. So you guys aren't putting
The
one.
next one? No.
No.
Okay. So who's taking the first step?
I am.
Okay. Roll me dexterity as you step onto the stairs.
We should have put the
Yeah.
torches in the torch
Yeah,
holders.
you should have put one at least.
I was looking for traps. I tried.
I guess
Didn't roll very good. Okay.
I got a 9.
Okay. As you step on the stairs and you turn around to look at everybody, they give way and you slide backwards and like a cartoon.
I'm just gonna wink as I fall.
Yeah. As you fall,
Saucy.
you Brock Sampson, like you know it's gonna hurt. You roll down. You don't take any damage, but you can hear him tumble down the stairs.
Clang, 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 clang.
All the way
clang.
down to the bottom and a thud.
Merle lifts up each one of his shoes and spits on the bottom of it, and then does like a surfer pose midair and jumps into the
Okay, roll
into the stairwell.
at disadvantage because your spit doesn't do anything special.
Ah, come on!
Oh, if only I stocked grease.
So that would
That's
be
like my favorite other spell is grease.
the lowest
spell
was
that
a 12 on the
looks
die plus 5 for dexterity, so 17.
All right. You slide like 2 feet and then you take off running because you realize that it's stuck and you're like, no. But you,
Oh shit! Yeah, one of those like windmill runs.
yeah. So you make your way all the way down. It's a slide basically. So yeah, you get to the bottom. You're good. Next.
I'll go next. I'm going to sit down at the top of the stairs
On Merle's spit.
and grab the railings on either side and slowly like slide my way down.
Okay.
Just gonna walk my way down.
Last 2.
I'm gonna follow Laura's
Very
lead. The
safe.
exact same thing. Like, this is the right way to do with this type of slide.
Merle's at the bottom of the stairs with one foot on Jason.
The coward
Yes.
casters are playing it safe.
Everybody gets to the bottom. Laura, once you get in, this is an open cavern, and your vision only goes out to the 30, and then darkness absorbs the rest. in all directions. So you don't see any walls or not.
It's like a big room.
I'm gonna be like, hello.
It echoes, and you hear hello back at you.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Huh. Well,
Yes, this is hello to the darkness, and the darkness answers back. That is a bad sign.
And you hear a few other voices. Help! Hello? Who's up there?
Is there a light
Up
switch?
there.
Yeah, there's right on the wall there. You flip it up, boom.
Because it's one of those big, like...
There's a sign that says anti-DM on it. You know, you just flip it up and
Fuck you, DM. It says on there.
oh, it says defog. Oh, got it. No, there's...
Well, Laura's gonna kind of cautiously start stepping forward, looking around, making a perception.
As you, Jason, as you turn to look, because you're looking for something, there's two, where you would put torches, there's two empty slots on the wall there. Laura, you start moving forward. What's everybody else doing?
You want to put the torch in?
I'm wondering, is Fairy Fire a spell or is it a cantrip?
Spell.
It's a spell.
Oh, that's too bad, because if it was a cantrip, you could totally throw Fairy Fire out there.
If it was a cantrip,
I
that'd be so easy.
still can. I can still cast it. So what I can do is I can cast it at a 60-foot range, and it's a 20-foot cube, and it would illuminate everything.
Yeah, but it's a spell slot.
Yeah.
And if you don't hit anything, it's a huge ways.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Burn.
And it's hard without a grid. It's hard without a grid to do something like that.
Right.
Do we really have no one who took the light cantrip?
I didn't think we need it for some reason.
Wait, but prestidigitation, you can make like sparks. Maybe
you can get a quick
make a
flash
small fire.
of what you
Small,
see.
like,
Yeah.
You can make a small fire and worth it.
It's supposed to be like you can instantaneously light a small fire, but you have to have like the stuff to light a fire.
Yeah.
Right.
Do we have any
Oh, I know what I
or
can
something
do.
we could set fire to?
I have extra torches.
Guys,
Oh,
Jason,
Guys.
got an idea?
What? Jason?
we have cell phones.
oh,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Mine
I'm
doesn't
gonna
have
pull
a
mine
light
out
on
and
it.
turn the light on.
All right. Well, it illuminates 5 feet. Good.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
better off with torches.
Roll me a d20, Brent.
Okay.
Okay. Your battery now says 80%.
Well, like I said, I'm still moving forward. I don't know what I see yet.
Yeah.
That didn't.
So I'm going to take out the extra torches then and light a couple of them. And how far can I throw? I could probably have to make a strength check.
How many torches do you have?
Yeah.
I have 10.
Oh, you got like the Avengers pack. Or
Yeah,
Where'd you get all these torches?
with an explorer's pack.
You got like a starter pack or something? What the hell?
Yeah, they were in my bag.
Oh shit!
Extra 150
Must
bucks,
have-
but I got the starter pack.
Got the season's pass.
Okay. You start taking out...
I got the cool mount. Free pet.
Okay, so...
So I'd like to
Sophia, what do you
hurl a
wanna
lit torch into the darkness. and
you
can
gotta
tell me.
light them first. Yeah, it takes time.
All right.
Prestidigitation.
Use
Me
the
and
prestidigitation.
Sophia,
Yeah.
Yeah, are lighting them for him.
Okay, so... Allison, what would you like to do? As a...
I want to get one of these torches as soon as possible and like try and see
Okay, everybody's grabbing...
where we're going next.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
light a cigarette and have a smoke while they're doing that.
Oh my god.
I'll
Okay,
light it for you.
I'm going to
Thank you.
step away
So-
from Eli.
so Laura, are you still moving forward, or are you helping them?
Yeah, so like while they're all fussing with the torches and everything, I'm kind of like taking some very slow steps forward and looking around to see what I can see.
Okay,
Because when you said the voices, you said they're coming from below. They sound like below.
they're echoing.
I'm cautious about a pit.
Yeah, they're echoing from all around. As you move closer, since your 30-foot extends past where you're at, you see...
Okay, I'm gonna tell the rest of the party. I'm like, there's some wells over here.
I turn to Alora and the party and I say, so the witches told me that Bill tends the wells in the basement. So I don't know if these might be the wells that they might have been talking about.
And as you're describing that, all you hear is, "Those be my preciouses," echo out through the chamber.
Hey, so I'll call.
Oh,
Ooh, riddles.
Mm.
What have I got in my pocket?
What does he have in his pockets?
String or nothing.
Listen,
Oh, wow.
careful. We're gonna get sued, guys.
Hobbit's free reign right now.
It's
No,
Is it-
halfling. You have to call them halflings, don't you? I don't think you can
Yeah,
call
no,
them
it's
halflings.
definitely not. You're right.
Mm.
Like
But
you
especially
can't call
since they
an
made
ant an ant.
movies. Yeah.
It'd be a treant.
So, oh my god. So, what is everybody doing now that you hear an ominous voice and you see what you see?
Well, we've our cover's blown, so we may as well say hello.
I'm just gonna
I was gonna say,
holler
I
out,
look
"Hey,
around
Bill,
and
is that
just-
you, man?"
Hello?
Long time no see.
Oh shit! Yeah, you hear some scuffling all way off in the distance. You're not sure how far.
Like, wait, come back, dude. I got some candy.
Ooh, candy!
Ooh, a piece of candy.
Wait, can I try and persuade him?
And then you
Can I
hear-
persuade him to come back with candy for candy.
You hear, "No, you dumb shit! Stay here."
Oh man,
but it's
I made a
candy.
special fancy bag of candy just for this.
Oh, you heard her. It's a special bag of candy. You
Does
dumb-
anybody have a high persuasion?
Yes.
I'm sure the bard doesn't.
Right? Wait. Oh, can you try and persuade him to get into
Well,
your bag of holding?
can I get
Like,
like just a second of like actual dialogue? Like, what is he actually saying, or what are you just joking about? Like,
no, that's
let's
not
get
joking.
some.
That's what
let's
he's
get
saying.
serious. Yeah.
That's what he's saying.
Is he excited, or is he calling him a piece of shit? Like, what is?
Well, one voice was calling him a piece of shit. The other one is an excited voice.
Oh, so there's two voices.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh. Well, it said it's Bill and Ted's scary something.
Teddy is
the...
They said Bill was the
Maybe-
tender of the well, so I just thought there was one voice. Because. Okay, so yeah. So I'm gonna take a step forward, and so what was the last thing they said? Like,
It sounded like Bill was being persuaded not to go running towards
by Ted,
by Ted.
as far as we assume. Okay.
Not Bill and Teddy.
Auntie.
Bill and Teddy.
I'm going to pull out my fancy bag of candy that I made special.
You hear this?
I'm gonna say, Bill, we brought something for you.
And I'm gonna call out and hey Teddy, I've got half a lunch here that you can have too. It's,
You ate the rest of your
turkey on white. Did I eat that? No, I didn't. Oh fuck, I ate it.
You did.
Fuck.
So that Merle could put his hand in it.
Right. Oh, do I still have the hand? Nope, don't have the hand either.
No.
Damn it.
All right.
Never mind. I'm silent.
Do this in order. People jumping in.
Oh, I'm gonna.
Okay.
So-
Okay.
The candy bag shakes, and you hear an excited voice. And then, right as you hear the excited voice, Eli says his stuff.
Nope. Silent.
And nope, too late. You already said what you.
But I don't
said.
have it. I didn't have a sandwich. I didn't
You
realize
offered
that.
him a sandwich.
Sounds like a
and lied.
deception roll.
And then Teddy,
Fuck.
a rope comes out of like the darkness,
Beans.
wraps Eli around the neck as a
Eli?
as a new style, starts pulling him with incredible strength. Eli, roll dexterity, or you can do a strength to try to.
Oh, definitely Dex.
Dodge it.
It's a 1.
Oh,
I rolled a 1. I rolled a natural
Poor
1.
Eli.
First one all
Eli.
game. And I can't even lie about it because it's right there.
it's the
Staring
crack
at me.
thud. No, you couldn't do, like, you grabbed the rope, and it pulled so fast that it actually like
Rope
you
burned my
grabbed
hand.
like you leaned forward to grab it, and it pulled the slack so fast that it burnt your hands, and you're thrown to the ground, and he's whisked away, like he's pulled into the darkness.
Eli, no.
Can
I run
Merle try
after
and
him.
lasso him?
You playing with torches, or you pulling a rope out?
I thought the torches were done. All right, let's run after him.
I run
I mean,
after. I immediately start running after him.
Same.
Okay.
Am
Yeah.
I able to leap at the rope with my knife and try and cut it?
It moved too fast. Like it came out of the.
I was gonna say, like, it came out
grabbed him.
fucking nowhere.
It came out of nowhere and just
Darkness.
sucked him into the darkness. There was
Mortal Kombated him.
Get over here. Was that a tentacle?
It was a rope. It was a rope.
And it looked like a.
Ah! What am I just throwing at this? Guys, go on. They're dragging me across the stone.
Well, it's around your neck, so you're choking. And God, as you
Good Foley
Best
work.
time to have Eli around.
as everybody starts running towards you, you're on the ground and you're struggling to catch, and you get sucked into a well. Like you hit the wall.
Oh, it's like the well rope, the
You're-
bucket.
You see them running towards you as your body flips into the well, and you're sucked down and you fall into a pool.
Oh
At least we saw him go in.
This
know
is
which
why
one.
you need to use the spotter when you're messing around with ropes, man.
Oh, well.
You learn nothing from Kung Fu.
Well, I'm out of here. So yeah, you guys start running. You see him get sucked into a well, and as you get into the view of the well, as you look around, Alora, with your vision, you see about 15 other ones.
Just like
around-
spread out.
spread out throughout this room.
Oh, we got a
And
Mario situation over here.
still
It's gonna
the
pop
dark-
up.
Still, the darkness absorbs past your vision of sight.
It's a big ass room. Get
So,
it?
did we figure out which well he went into?
Yeah, we're right next to it.
Yeah, you guys get up to the well that he's in. Anybody want to check it out?
Yeah. Perception?
Yep.
Nah.
That is a 26.
Okay. You look down the well, and with your vision, you see him laying at the bottom of the well, and the rope isn't on his neck anymore, and he's just sitting in a pool of looks like water.
Looks like water. Doesn't mean it is.
Does it smell like
Okay.
water?
Oh, the rope is not there anymore?
No.
Alright, guys, just 1 second.
I'm thinking tie a rope to my
I'm
ankle.
going to send. Okay, so I'm looking down at Eli, and I'm going to kind of reach my hand down, and as I reach out, you see like this blue glow, bluish gold glow, like come from my hand, and my hand continues to extend downwards as a celestial form, and reaches out to him, and I'm using Mage Hand to reach out to him and see if anything stops me along the way.
No, your mage hand. What's the range? How far can it go?
It's 30 feet.
He gets to the bottom. So Eli, this hand disconnected. Really, it looks like Alora's hand from above. Is
It's all
in front of you.
stars and stuff.
Yeah, it's in front of you now.
I reach up and I grab the hand, and I know that it won't have the strength to pull me up out of here, but
It might help. Ooh, could give you assistance? Like a rope, you can kind of like grab.
like advantage to climb, like advantage to climb out.
Are you gonna try to climb these walls?
Well, can I take what's around me at the bottom of this well? What do I see around me first?
How wide is it?
Like, is it just the bottom of a well? What do I see?
God, you let me describe it. It's ankle. It's knee deep of water. The brick is smooth, and that's all you can see.
How wide is it?
It is 4 feet.
Okay, I just call up. Hang on, guys. I think I got this. And I'm going to turn myself inward as much as I can, and grasping onto the rod that's at my side. I'm just going to think, and then just start going meow and do a little meow. And I'm going to use my wild shape and change into a panther.
Okay, so you turn
And-
into a cat.
That's
His
correct.
climbing speed.
A panther
Yeah.
with a climbing speed of 40 feet. So I can climb my way out of this well.
All right, so as soon as your feet leave and you clasp onto the well immediately drops another X amount of feet because you're holding yourself up, and the water, comedically just goes. It's standing and then it drops.
Yeah.
Go quick.
Yep. So I climb out of the well. I
Whoa,
book it out of the well. I'm a panther. What?
A panther still needs dexterity checks every 10 feet.
Yeah.
Climbing speed does
Not
not
climbing
require
speed, it
dexterity
doesn't.
checks.
Climbing speed of 40 feet. You don't need a dex check for climbing speed.
He did say the bricks were smooth.
Yeah, it's a smooth surface.
But that's like, okay. I guess it's not spider climb.
Yeah,
No,
that's
it's not.
fair.
No,
climb.
it's not spider climb.
I still got claw. Okay.
I'll give you
Still have to
three.
do a check, yeah.
I give you
I was
three
gonna say, does my
rolls.
mage hand do anything?
No, it only lifts up to 5 feet, and it can open doors, but that's about it. Or pick up like paper and stuff like
To
that.
set off traps is what
So-
was what I was worried about.
So you got 3 rolls to make to climb out of this fucking hole.
Okay. And what am I adding to them?
Just do dexterity.
Okay. It's going to be 16.
Okay.
It's going to be 12.
Yeah, you slip a little bit, but you're good.
And another 16.
All right.
Thank God.
This cat creature like lifts its paws up and like
grab onto one of its legs.
Yeah, I'm grabbing the other one.
Okay. And you
So
hear
you
hear this voice off in the distance, and you hear, "Oh, look at that shit! It's a kitty cat."
And you see a tan-colored cougar-like panther with little black tips on his ears climb, just hissing out of the well. Just
holy shit!
I am furious, and I'm staying in panther form for now.
Guys, where did Eli go?
I think this is Eli.
Push it back.
This is Eli. We're all just kind of standing back like 5 feet. Just like,
I start just purring and nuzzling up Jason and Merle and everybody in order, just like a cat would. Just
sits there and
just
throws up a giant cat ball onto Jason. No. Okay.
Throw him back in the well.
No.
All right. So
no.
You make it out, and everybody roll a perception check.
Ooh, nice.
That is a 19.
24.
It's a kitty.
Evan. I'm too busy purring.
Okay. Yeah, you don't see me. Everybody else. One. Oh.
I'm petting.
He's looking at his shoes, just straight at his shoes.
So as you're looking down, Jason, everybody else, you look around, you don't really see anything. Jason, you feel like a hand rub the back of your neck like really fast and then scurry off. Alora, you actually didn't see the form itself, but you saw an outline of it. Looked like a crumpled over person ran up and rubbed Jason as he took.
Sorry. Just a quick second. I get advantage because of my keen smell.
Yeah, you didn't say it earlier. So
oh, sorry. Okay. All right. I didn't think about it.
Something just touched my back. What's on it? What's on my back?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to walk over to Jason and look around him and kind of like hold out the bag again and be like, okay, that was pretty spooky, but we can still make a deal, Bill.
Hell yeah, Bill. Just like the others. Bill, she sounds like a lot of work. We better take our time. Shut up. Shut your mouth.
That's it.
Ted sounds like a dick.
Yeah, he does.
I'm going to smell the air and see what I can smell with my kitty cat senses.
Roll your whatever smell.
Perception.
That's not good either. I rolled a 3 and a 7, so not much better.
You're too busy cleaning yourself after you got out to really
That's
get
fair.
a good sense.
I feel like I don't have full control over my cat body
for
yet.
what I did, or
Yeah.
Yeah,
Does
you
anyone have rope?
what's the roll?
For what? To entice him?
Well, it'd either be persuasion or
or
perception, depending on what you want me to gain.
Persuasion.
Oop, let's see if we can get the camera. This is 20.
Oh! I mean, I can hold a 20 up too.
Well, if you don't want to believe my rolls,
no, I got you.
Then you better not believe my shitty rolls either.
Right? I have so many shitty rolls.
I mean, you can only persuade so much. Like, he might not do anything, so.
It's true.
So you hear, like, you shake the bag in the direction you saw the shadow run into, and you hear rustling sound. Everybody else is still, they don't have the same range as you do, but at your 30-foot mark, you do see a lanky, looks like a human with brown hair, and he's wearing a mask. He's kind of hunched over a little bit with brown eyes, and he stops. There's a rope around his hand that pulls him back into the darkness.
Ooh. What did the mask look like?
It looked like a bunch of parts of different creatures sewn together.
All right, Bill is I'm gonna say like Bill's out of the picture. He's being controlled.
How far away was this?
Way out of your range.
My range right now, how far? You don't know my range right now.
Well, your vision range is only 10 feet. Because
not as a panther.
Oh, as a panther, he's got dark vision.
I actually doesn't say dark vision, but my movement speed is 50.
I have the monster manual in front of me. I know what he has as well.
I have my D&D Beyond on my phone.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, no, you do not see anything.
No. All right. I wasn't sure if it was a movement thing and I could get there fast enough to try and pounce on him as well. I was going to do, like a cat going after a toy.
Jason says, what kind of candy-hating bitch is this Teddy thing?
I don't think it's about the candy.
You hear, who's calling who a bitch?
Now, you already called me a bitch, so...
Oh, so does
we just throwing around bitches around here.
So Merle would like to intimidate this little bitch, Teddy.
Alright.
Is bitch bear? Bear bits?
Bitch bear. That's what I should have titled it.
So 13 on the die plus intimidation plus 4, so 17 all day.
No, and as you go to do that, you get an instant cold chill down your body.
So, alright, so I'm cold. That doesn't mean I don't want to fight this little bitch.
Well, and not cold chill, but it's more of like you get that sense of like scared or the cold chill sense. Not that you're physically...
So he countered my intimidation with intimidation of his own?
Yeah.
So I'm going to take a couple steps forward and be like, all right, so what's the deal here? Are you going to come out and fight us, or what's going on?
You hear the not Bill, but you hear the other boys. And you want to fight, huh? And off in the distance, way back by the door, you see two lights. Appear to be like torches that ignite. And you see this it's a tiny bear. He's carrying two giant torches, and he throws them, and they land perfectly into the torch wells at the opening of the door, and the entire
one we just came through? I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah. And the entire room starts to light up as torches along the wall start to ignite, and as they ignite, little sparks fly out of them, and they spiral up to this huge, looks like oil lantern above the room, and they form inside of it, and it immediately ignites into a huge ball of fire, and the whole room is lit.
Guys, I was worried, but that's just a talking teddy. Look at it.
Well, that's much better, isn't it?
It's so adorable.
You now see 65 wells all around, and you hear several voices from all around going, oh, fuck, there's light. It sounds like there's lots of people inside them. And off in the distance, you now see it looks like a throne, but it's built of backpacks, of like camping backpacks and like school bags and all kinds of just random camping gear and crap, just all piled up on this giant platform. And there's a huge chair kind of stitched together. It looks like bone.
Sounds like a lot of loot.
I'm running for the bear.
Okay. And that's where we're going to end this episode. Join us next week to find out what happens to our adventurers. Bye-bye.
Meow.
Bye.
See ya.
Hey, Lee, why don't you go ahead and take us out?
Thanks for joining us on this episode of Crumpets and Kerosene. Keep on listening and download the next episode to find out what happens to our gamers. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Pandora, Stitcher, Deezer, CastBox, Chrome Mobile, Pocket Casts, and pretty much wherever you find podcasts. We really appreciate you sharing the show and telling all your friends about us. We don't have ads, so we really do rely on our fans to get the word out. If you would like to help out with that, you can find us on Twitter at crumpet_time. And if you share our Twitter account, share our hashtag, you could end up as an NPC on the show. We also have an Instagram account that's at Crumpets and Kerosene. We have a Facebook page, Crumpets and Kerosene, and a YouTube, which still is Crumpets and Kerosene. If you have questions or just want to contact us in general, you can email us at crumpetsandkerosene@gmail.com. And if you want to contact our cast, you can find our DM, Kelly Williams, on Twitter at KW_Steel_Rain. He also has an Instagram that's at Infantry_Kitchen and is on Facebook as Williams Kelly. Jason is played by Brent Marquis, and he is on Twitter at Brentley Marquis. Merle is played by Seth Nason, and he's on Twitter at Nason_the. Eli is played by Donnie Geronic, and he's on Twitter at The Raven Wrote. Alora is played by Amanda Lee, and she's on Twitter at Lemonseed05. And Sophia is played by Allison Webb.
Editing for this episode is done in-house. Sound effects are sourced from freesound.com and Vegas Pro 17. We'd also like to give a special thanks to the intro and outro music from Iron Heed. Enter the Dungeon. The song, Heroes. Thanks, guys.
So we're using...
Yeah, we're losing him.
You're a little choppy, Seth.
Get off the porn. It's using all the bandwidth up.
Just get the SD. You don't need the HD. Like, get you off either way.
Just put it down from 720p to 280.
Just grab the old VHS. Jeez, why do you have to do internet?
Or maybe only 2 in there.
I don't want to rewind it. Oh,
is that better? If you guys can't see me, I mean, I killed the video.
We can hear you, really.
yeah, I
good,
can hear you now.
Okay. Well, the sound is what's important.
You changed the video. Yeah.
We're not.
I don't know. I watch most of my videos muted, so I guess yeah.
We're not. Oh God.
Bastards.
Who wants to sit there and listen to themselves? Jeez. So yeah, we're not streaming, so we don't need
watching a video yourself.
we don't need video, so we're not streaming.
There's no kink shaming here, right?
We already established I have an
shame.
OnlyFans that I need to check my progress.
So we're gonna
So.
start this battle?
Yep.
I think you need to check your progress.